Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live Music Nation podcast. I'm your host, Jake Gill. Festival edition. We are with Teri Todd, and she was with River City's Dragon Boat Festival. This one sounds good. Teri, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm
Teri,
happy to be here.
give us a little background on you. Where did you grow up, and talk a little bit about your career, and then
Okay.
to your point with your position with the festival.
Okay. So for all of the folks from Arkansas, I was actually born in a small town called Dumas in Deshae County, but grew up in a smaller town, Prescott, in between Hope and Arkadelphia. And so my mom was a school teacher. My daddy worked for USDA Rural Development, and I graduated with a class of 86. Um, I went to college at a school here called the University of Central Arkansas in Conway, Arkansas. Um, got my degree in computer information systems, hated it because I don't have the personality to program. Started working in sales and advertising at the local newspaper. From there, went to the state newspaper working in sales and advertising. Had my son, thought I could be a stay-at-home mom. That lasted about 6 seconds. So, so when I re-entered the workforce, I started working part-time for the Girl Scouts, which was a local council that had 12 counties in its jurisdiction. I worked part-time, that grew into full-time, and there began my love of nonprofit.
There you
I
go.
left there, went back to selling advertising for a brief period, and realized I needed to stay in the nonprofit world. So went back to the nonprofit world. So here I am now, the development and marketing director of the Children's Advocacy Center for Pulaski County. And our organization is called the Children's Protection Center.
Perfect. So let's jump into the festival. Tell us a little bit about the festival, and I actually, so describe the festival first, because I'm not familiar with it at all.
So a lot of times when I interviewed here, I didn't get it either. But a lot of times people get it confused with those cardboard box boat festivals, which this is not it. This is patterned after the Chinese dragon boat festivals, where there are actually 44-foot boats that are brought in, and teams actually pay us to row those boats in a competition. So there's 20 people on a team plus a drummer that race to win the title to be the top dragon boat team. And so last year we had about 32 teams that raced. Our goal this year is 50, but it's about a 2-day festival. And on that Friday, it's like a big tailgate party. It's free to the public. We have between 3,000 and 5,000 people that come out, and you can see the teams practicing. And then on Saturday is when the actual races occur. And so the teams race in heats, and then we have a final heat. And that's recorded online and everything. It's great. It's simply amazing.
Where do these boats come from?
So we partner with an organization called Dynamic Dragon. So they go around the country putting on these dragon boat races for nonprofits. So they bring in all the boats. They bring in, so we don't just say get a team together and go out there and figure it out. We have what we call professional coaches, and they also serve as the steersmen when you go out and actually race. They're at the back of the boat helping steer the boat. But when you sign up a team, you get that coach with your practice. You get 2 practices, because it's not about strength. It's about synchronicity of the team. As the drummer beats, that you have to row together. But we have prizes for everyone. So even the slowest team gets a prize. So
Oh man, you're not helping us here. We got to have some true winners and losers. You can't get better if you don't lose, you know?
Well, we also have like the most spirited team award. We have the best booth, because these teams come out on Friday and they have a tent, and they said it's so impressive to see all these tents with all these people that are here to help end child abuse in Pulaski County. And so it's so impressive. And then it's like we have to educate people about our work, because we want you to know why you're paying this $1,000 to come out here in the heat and row in this pond, in this lake. And then also we ask our teams to additionally raise money for us through pledges. So last year was our biggest amount we raised ever, of 150,000. But out of that, about 56,000 came from the teams raising money. So we couldn't do this work we do without the support of the community and the teams that join us for this event.
That's perfect. Perfect. Just like in the next 30 seconds, describe what your organization does for your community.
So we are the Child Advocacy Center for Pulaski County, where we work with children and their families that are involved in a child abuse allegation to reduce the trauma of the whole process of sharing that story, possibly for disclosure, and putting that family on a path to hope and healing, whether that's advocacy services, mental health, medical, and all of our services are free to those who come to us.
Yeah, we see it's just a growing trend that we have across the nation. The abuse rates are going up. However, there are many groups like yours who are now forming and really strengthening to help that process. Okay, you mentioned the tailgate party on Friday night. What's that look like?
So that looks like it is amazing. So we have, I don't know how many listeners actually listen to Alice 107.7, but Pool Boy from that radio station, they are our media sponsor, and he is our MC for the whole event. But we have a DJ, we have one-on-one conversations with the participants. We have fireworks. We end with a fireworks show. We have food trucks. We have select food trucks because we only allow 7. And we have a wonderful committee member that really cultivates the relationship with those food trucks. And it's just a lot of different things going on. Man. We've got Star Wars characters. And then each individual tent may have something going on that's of interest to the people that are coming to the festival. And we also have like the Humane Society is out there. One year we got 6 pets adopted. We were so excited. Nice. So, and we hope to have some boats and RVs out for people to tour this year as well. So it's growing. It's growing.
Good. Very good. Teri, I always ask these 2 questions at every interview. Question number 1 is, because I'm in live entertainment and live music, I have to know, what is the best concert you've ever seen your entire life?
Okay. So I had to pick 2.
Okay.
Because, and it's on ends of the spectrum, because people are going to be like, who is this Black woman? So one was Harry Connick Jr. He was absolutely amazing in person. He was just fantastic. The second one was New Edition. I'm showing my age. It was back when they were popular. And we all lied to our parents to go to the New Edition show and said we were going over a friend's house, and we all went to the concert. It was absolutely amazing. So, yeah.
All right, dead or alive, you could bring one musical act to the River Cities Dragon Boat Festival with the sole goal of awareness for your nonprofit to get as many people as you can there. Who you bringing?
So again, you said 1, I picked 2. Whitney Houston was 1, because I feel like she's such a good crossover artist. She was such a good crossover artist that no matter who comes to the festival, somebody can appreciate.
Yep. And
then also Bruce Springsteen, because he's just and that he's just, even if you have never heard of him or you don't think you like him, when you hear him play, you're going to like him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Man, perfect. Okay, Teri, how do people find out more about the River Cities Dragon Boat Festival?
So we have a website. It's called rivercitiesdragonboatfestival.com. And you can also call our office at 501-364-5490. So either one of those. Perfect.
I can't wait to see these things. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much for being on with us, Teri.
Thank you for having me.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of